Managing water in Australia is a big issue. Actually, water issues have always been critical in mining worldwide. The solution of water management in mining is to create projects which are economically viable, from the dewatering of a mine site to managing water disposal and ensuring there is enough construction water and processed water to run the operation.
Water is very important. It is, in a lot of cases, you have a drought or a famine as such. You'll have a mine that doesn't have a water supply and you actually got to go and find one and pipe it in from 100 odd kilometres away. You'll have a whole lot of regulations involved with that, interregional transfers of water or buying water. Or you've got a situation like in the Pilbara, 70% of the water to be mined in the future is below water table, and dewatering is the single most important operational aspect. And it needs to be investigated thoroughly, understood, licensed, monitored, managed, etc. So it's only a small component in a financial aspect, but it's a showstopper if you don't get it right.
Well, we're not getting any more water in the state. Australia is the driest inhabited continent on Earth, and there's no extra water being produced. And we are the competition for water is certainly increasing amongst different mining towns and mining communities. There are issues with licensing, the time it takes to get water licences, the monitoring and the control of water resources in the state. It is a big subject, and it is something which the state does need to fund properly.
Mine operations typically use about a ton of water to process a ton of ore. Groundwater is more reliable water resource, accounting for 80% of all mine water use across Australia.
At the moment, the biggest challenge is cost reduction. We're trying to get water delivered or dewatered from the mine sites as cheaply as possible. There's also management of limited water resources through the state. And we are mining deeper below the water table in our deposits, and so there is increased dewatering requirements out of most of our mine sites now.
I'm here to sort of look at what the challenges are for the mining industry and encouraging them to look at agriculture as an opportunity. In the world where it's running short of food and there's a great opportunity to use the excess water or the surplus mine dewater for agriculture.
Mining poses many serious threats to the state's precious water resources, from pollution of rivers by dirty saline mine water, river diversion damaging local ecology, to cracked riverbeds caused by mining subsidence or depletion of underground aquifers, as well as unsustainable high water use.
What we're looking at doing is looking at the mining industry and seeing if there's an opportunity to develop irrigated agriculture on some of the mining leases. We're looking at whether the mining company themselves want to do this or whether there's a third party. And there's plenty of opportunity for investors to come in and to grow certain crops. At the moment, we have a few companies that are looking at growing fodder for cattle, and there's opportunities for us to do other things.
Studies shows that mining uses more than 600 gigalitres of water per year, only a few % of the total amount of water used in Australia, while almost insignificant when compared to 13,000 gigalitres used per year in agriculture industry. For Undercurrent, with Diana Abu Jalala.
I'm at the gorgeous Taylor's Art and Coffee House in the Swan Valley, who are hosting an event for the Ride to Conquer Cancer, raising much needed funds for the Medical Institute of Western Australia. I'm here to talk about the event with Sue Hurt, who is a tireless campaigner, event organiser, and has also been living with a rare form of leukaemia, CML, for the past 6 years. Well, Sue, congratulations on another very successful event. Can you tell me a little bit about the event today and why it's important to raise funds?
Well, today is about a marketplace. It's to raise funds for Ride to Conquer Cancer, which is the benefit of the WA Institute of Research. Ride to Conquer Cancer is an epic journey over 2 days, 200 Ks over the southwest, and it's to raise awareness of cancer, of medical research, and what research does for this state.
I'm the Director of the Western Australian Institute for Medical Research. and we're the beneficiaries of today's fantastic fundraising event. These funds will actually assist us to hire new people to do cancer research. They'll assist us to buy new equipment and allow us to do more work in the whole cancer research area.
That's why we're having the market today. It's a great day. There's a whole lot of people who are there, and I'm someone who just loves shopping, so I just put them all together for our research dollars. It goes straight to conquer cancer, benefits the WA Institute of Research. It'll be a great benefit to the community in Australia.
It's really exciting. It's great to actually use this space and to see all these different people coming together.
Can you tell me, why are you here at the market today?
My mum's got CML and we're just trying to raise some money for her.
It's great that people can show their wares in the valley and they don't have to go into Midland, or it can be outside of a main town.
I'm really proud of the work that we've done. We've done some seminal studies in pancreatic cancer, breast and prostate cancer, ovarian cancer, leukemia. So some of the work that we've done has been fantastic in identifying new genes in particular that go wrong in cancers, but also we've been discovering some environmental factors that are associated with cancer. To demonstrate the link between some of these chemicals and cancers is really important. You have to have the research to understand what goes wrong in cancer, and in particular leukemias for Sue, so that you can come back with new forms of treatment. New cures don't fall magically from the sky.
What we need in Australia is to have research dollars. It's the awareness of research is the wellness of our community, and that's the success of the nation. And so in this case, in West Australia we've got 600 scientists. They're on the brink of wonderful research. What we can do as a community is not just step back, we're engaging, and to show people who've got a cancer or a incurable cancer that they can participate in life. By doing that, we can promote a community.
Events like this are absolutely critical to getting the money to allow us to do our research.
In my case, there's not a cure, so I would like people to say, it's not, if you're living your life, you should live it, and it's about participation in life.
Well, if you would like to know more about the Ride to Conquer Cancer, please visit their website, and you can also make a donation to the cause. I'm Nadia Hunter, reporting for Undercurrent.
A group of almost 20 businessmen from China spent 3 days in Perth looking for an opportunity to invest. While their visit, they had a chance to communicate with the local government representatives and local trade associations. An important part of their visit was a meeting with Lord Mayor of Perth.
Developing the relationships with the different provinces of China is extremely crucial to the ongoing success of our countries, not just the regions that the people represent or that we represent here in Western Australia. In an increasingly globalised world, we need to focus on trade exchange, but also around that we're keen to develop cultural, educational and scientific focuses or foci so that we can encourage, long-lasting relationships that are truly deep and meaningful. These kinds of meet and greet opportunities are significant and very important because they show the high regard that we have for our Chinese friends, and certainly when they come to a city, it is the duty of the mayor to show a very warm welcome to our visiting dignitaries.
China has become Australia's largest export market and the biggest source of imports. But why would Perth be an interesting place to invest for Chinese companies?
因为西澳洲呢是我们澳大利亚一个最大的土地最大的一个州，而且它的发展潜力很大。西澳洲发展潜力很大，它也是一个美丽而年轻的城市。
西澳洲的矿产资源非常丰富，旅游资源，它的环境非常优美，还有它的地产产业这个发展机会更多，更符合中国企业家对外投资的一个目标市场。
是第一次来到Perth，我们想呢，就是说想在这里发展，想跟这里的那个澳大利亚的公市民一起发展这个Perth。
Chinese investment in Australia is significant and growing, and it is across all industry sectors. The investments into Western Australia are very significant from all countries of the world at this particular time. Our representative part of the economy represents about 40% of the national economy. Equally, back there is significant interest in our agricultural product, our wine, our specialisations in a number of areas. So there is a good, strong relationship and the opportunity for more growth.
在我们联合会，我们中国企业家发展联合会很多的会员已经在澳洲有一定的投资。我这一次是带领我们一批之前没有来过澳洲的，也是第一次来澳洲的一些企业家，了解更多的商机，寻找更多的投资机会。
我们在南澳有投资，在西澳这边，我们目前是光来考察，将来投资再看以后的这个发展情况。
我们计划在8月份继续带领中国30到40位企业家，有实力的企业家来访问我们 POS， 来带领他们来到我们澳大利亚寻找投资的机会。
City Council organize similar meetings at least once a week. Investors are coming from all over the world, but most of them are from Asia, especially China.
我们来到今天的会面，受到市长的接见，可以说对我们中国企业家来说是一种肯定。在这边，我们西澳洲政府，还有我们澳大利亚，还有我们 POS， 对我们中国企业家是非常欢迎的。我们也愿意带领更多的中国企业家来 POS 投资，来西澳洲。
These relationships go beyond just the financial amount. These relationships should be deep and true because the world is increasingly globalised. We've got many citizens who are choosing to live in other countries of the world, and overall the world is just becoming more and more one every day.
For Undercurrent, Miriam Mazurek-Kaminska.